Good afternoon, folks. It's hello from you. What's your name again?
Ilana.
Oh,
And
that's
you
right.
are? Who are you?
Um, I must be Sean,
Oh,
and we are
the
the
Downunder
Downunder
Cruisers.
Cruisers. How are we, folks? Welcome
Welcome.
aboard. Welcome aboard. Hey, reason why we've started a bit early is because we are taking over and assisting our partners in crime, Us and More group. And we've started early so that we can give them a bit of good and happy times, a bit of freedom in the scheme of things. So we've got some people in the chat. First up, Crazy Spikers. Hey,
Hey,
welcome aboard. Now,
Spiker. Thank you
Spikers,
for
just
sitting
for your information, folks, Spikers are a new bunch of partners that we've brought on. So now the partner groups are Us and More, and Spikers Crazy Adventures, and ourselves. And yes, folks, we are heading off to bring in a very, very big opportunity for you guys to have a cruise with the partners. So come on board, and we'll talk about that a little later on. We've got a big sorry for the Us and More crew that they aren't here in person right now to do their bit, but
We've got Dwight saying hi anyway.
they'll fill us in later on anyway. So in the chat we've got Sparkers were first.
Tyler.
Welcome, Sparkers.
Okay.
Hey, Tyler, welcome
Tyler.
aboard. Tyler, had a look at your show earlier on. It was great. Didn't get to watch it all, but it was awesome. Us and More, sup everybody. That sounds very much like a Dwight statement.
Does.
And then Us and More, hi from, I guess it would be Heather. Sparkers is saying hello to everybody, and Us and More giving me a negative smile. I don't know what that means. Anyway, we've got the Six Travelling Shorts. Welcome aboard. Hi, guys. We miss you too. Stay with us.
Well, I hope
You're
you're
going
talking about us.
Yeah, well,
Unless it's
tough
to-
luck.
Unless it's to Us and More because they're not on today.
What about the Spikers? They miss
Could
them
be.
too. Yeah, okay. Then, of course, we've got Tyler saying hi and Us and More. Now, listen, we've got a guy sitting in the wings, and we'll bring him in a little later on.
Yeah.
We'll see if you can guess who he is.
People
First,
might be dropping by.
yep,
Can we
yep.
just say that we are looking very sunny and
Oh, we are.
in our hot weather gear today
We are.
because we're having an absolute. Sorry to make you all envious. Hi, Najuma.
Oh,
Thanks for
hi,
dropping in.
Najuma. Thanks for dropping in. Welcome aboard.
We are having a heat wave right now.
Oh, we are.
Temperatures soaring up to 47 Celsius in some parts of our state. Yeah, so it's really getting hot. We've got total fire bans, all sorts of things going on. We've been told to take it easy with our air conditioning, so there's no power blackouts. So it's getting pretty warm and muggy, and it's not quite the 1st of December yet. So
Well,
that's
we'll
where
get
we're
there.
at right now.
We'll get there. So, welcome aboard, Blaine.
Blaine, hello.
Nice
hello.
to see you. Blaine's in
Yes, it's a bit
complaining that
confusing.
he had a look at his time and thought he was going to see Us and More and saw us instead. Blaine, live with it, mate.
Well, he's
We're
early,
here.
isn't he?
Yeah,
So that
he is.
isn't-
He's Blaine early,
He's
right?
early.
Okay. And by the way, looking forward to your cruisathon next week. That's going to be awesome. So
Rifleman.
yeah, so Blaine is saying hi to Dwight and Heather. We've got people saying hi to each other, which is great. We like
Lovely,
that.
lovely.
A rifleman has come in. Hello from the rifleman.
Hello.
Rifleman, welcome aboard. Nice to see you again. Let's hope that you enjoy what we put out today. So just to give you a hint, I'm gonna put out a bunch of questions. First person guesses it gets the surprise.
Oh,
Okay,
you're giving clues,
I'm
aren't
giving
you?
clues.
As to might
Who
be
our guest
visitor.
speaker is. Folks,
Speaker.
first thing is he's not a guest speaker. He's our visitor. And first clue is
Not too easy.
well, he's not from either of our shores. Let's see if they know. He's not from either of our shores.
He's not from down under.
So he's not from down
He's not
under,
from
and he's
America,
not
from
from
the USA.
the US of A.
Mm.
Tyler in the chat, Tyler is saying yes. Can't wait for the cruisathon, and us and more is saying I know. I don't know what, but he knows.
As in, okay, you might know who it is. Don't say anything.
Yep.
Our guest might be.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Heather does. Well, we'll see. Spikers are saying don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and yes, guys, we really appreciate that. That would be awesome.
Lovely.
So
Okay, so that's one clue.
Blaine is asking if they are from
are they?
Canada.
May not be a they.
Well, could be, but
Have you given away whether it's a he or a she?
no, I just said we have a visitor. And yes, Blaine, you are correct. That visitor is from Canada. Canada. I can never get it right. I don't know when to stop.
Hello there, sailing away.
Sailing away with TNK. Welcome
Nice to
aboard,
see you.
TJ and Kayla. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Tyler, you had to say it. But yes, it is Larry.
It is our plump traveller.
It is our plump traveller, Larry. So that was a good guess. And Spike, as you said it, you said that it was going to be your guess, only you didn't guess, so it's not your guess, right? It was Tyler, and Tyler's correct. All right, let's play with this and see how this works, see if it does work. It works on there, but it didn't work in where I was expecting it to work.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
so OBS
I'm
did.
here.
Yeah, but I know you're here, but
we
OBS
can see
doesn't know
you
that you're
again.
there. So maybe I need to do something else. Maybe I need to bring in another image.
Has he gone into cyberspace somewhere?
He's gone into intrepidation. That's a big word for this time of day.
I'm in Canada.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
that's it. It's really a big. Hang on, I need to figure out something here quickly. What does this one say? That one says it's that one.
Where is
Okay.
he?
He's hiding in the. Yeah,
Blaine is saying,
okay.
careful playing with it. That's what I.
Just.
That's what I tell him all the time, Blaine.
Yep.
It's very hard filling in the chair for Dwight.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. It's huge. I mean,
I do get my orange shirt on for Dwight.
well, you know what? He's going to like that. I think he's going to like that, really. Because you never
Let's hope
know.
we get there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which button to press. Oh, there we go. It must be that one.
Oh,
And
my
then-
Heather, I got my hat on. It's really nice and cold in here.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, it's freezing. Freezing warm.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We think.
You know what? No, sorry, this is too hot.
You look very warm there, Larry.
Oh, don't do that. No. No, this is not playing cricket.
Oh no.
I've got to figure out another way.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll figure this out one way or another. But Larry, don't run away. Stay there in the
Sean will
background.
continue to fiddle
Don't get personal.
with his bits.
Oh my gosh.
As long as you don't bend over.
Uh,
Sorry, family friendly. I'm sorry.
oh my goodness me. Larry, it's you know this is
Us and more. Who's
I'm still here.
Oh, have we gone?
We're still here.
Yeah. Just go into that one for the minute, and just bring that up, and follow on the chat in here, because I know we're live because we've got people there.
Okay, yes we are.
So go and pick it up off there. Find it in there for the minute while I busy play with this, because I need to bring an image in. There we go. That's live, isn't it? That's not today's date. No.
Oh, dear.
Oh my goodness me! Technicals.
Have we come to a standstill?
No, we're sitting down.
Yeah, Heather says you have 2 hours to figure it out.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm sitting down, and I'm busy doing the figure out here. You know, there we go. See, I'm
Oh, it's just
right.
It's just the wrong date. That's all.
Well, Hey, I can live with
Oh,
that.
hello there. Right. Okay.
I'm curious, can they hear me in chat? Like,
I don't know. Let's ask the question.
Can you hear Larry?
Can you guys
Can
hear
you
Larry?
Larry,
is he still playing with him?
just watch your language.
Or
there,
are we?
mate.
Yeah, are we playing with him?
Tyler said he had lots of problems with OBS today.
Uh,
Is he still playing with it? Yes.
You
What-
can hear me? Oh,
Hear,
Oh, yeah.
yes,
And
they can
see
hear.
now?
Oh, see now. Hear, yes, see now. Ah,
Wow.
okay.
okay.
Is that us?
I
And
don't see it on
You
my-
can see us, but you
Us?
can't see
Can you
Larry.
see Larry? Can someone tell us whether Larry is seen?
Larry is seen but not heard.
Hear, yes,
Yes,
see
we
now.
can hear Larry. Tyler's saying.
See no, no.
See no.
Larry
Okay,
can't.
they
Oh,
can't see
okay.
me yet.
I'm trying something here. It's
Well,
called
we
the.
can. We can still chat anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying
Don't
something.
play with it, Sean. Just try to figure it out.
I'm not. Can you not get personal?
I was just
Yeah, just
repeating
audio.
what you said you were doing.
Okay.
Oh my goodness me!
This cruise is gonna be great.
It
Yeah,
is.
let's talk about our group cruise. It's getting very exciting.
I'm having a ball.
We don't
You
talk
are.
about it enough. Let's go. Let's
No, we don't. Okay, so
tomorrow.
yes, we're going on a cruise. We're going on a cruise on the 20. Oh, now we've now I've done it.
Edit a
What-
browser source. Browser sources let you display a web page from the internet or look file.
Goodness me, you are really, really
Oh,
pressing buttons there.
yeah, I am. I'm pressing a. Oh, there we go. I got us back.
It takes a lot to get from Aussie to Canada. I tell you what, Blaine.
Hey,
Yes,
Blaine,
I know.
this is the cheapest way to get from Canada to Australia.
It's not through cyberspace. I can tell you that.
Okay, so I've removed that one.
Yeah,
What do you mean my screen's messed up?
it was.
I'm here.
It's back now.
I'm here.
No, it was, Sean.
Okay,
This
but
is
now
what happens with
I gotta
coming an
figure
hour
out how to
earlier.
bring you in.
This is really messing us up right now. Oh, okay, yay!
Well, I did.
Apart from Larry.
Yeah, well,
Still
apart from Larry,
tucked
well, we're trying to
away.
get that in, right? Now, I did
Larry-
ask the question.
Yes.
It's amazing that they can hear me, but they just can't see me.
Well, we're looking forward to our group cruise, 2022, October the 15th to the 23rd, out of Miami on the beautiful Carnival Horizon. Going to Aruba. Ooh.
Moral of tonight's live, don't use OBS. Only stream there.
Yeah, well, you can't do two. You can't do two things on OBS, and I can't get right now. I can't get two different platforms using StreamYard unless I pay for it,
Yeah.
and I'm a bit tight.
Well, I think you have to maybe loosen up a
This
bit,
was
possibly.
family-friendly now.
Since
I
we've
am
gone
family friendly.
Since
friendly.
we've gone to this, we've
Sorry, guys. Whew.
we've
It's hot in here.
I'm too sexy for my
it's getting
shirt.
hot in here, I can tell you.
Um,
Anyway, Aruba, Bonaire, La Romana, and Amber Cove back to Miami. The more the merrier.
let me do
Cindy
this.
Spiker's our lovely travel agent. Please see her for details.
Let me do this.
That was my public service announcement.
So, folks, there's our
Wow,
cruise.
looks amazing.
And we do actually expect you guys to be coming on board with us. Any questions, please talk to our travel agent, Cindy Spiker. You can see that in the top left-hand corner there is her details of how to get in touch with her. But yes, we need you very, very much to just pop in and join us on the cruise, have a ball with us, and have lots of fun. Now, we're getting some sarcastic stuff coming at you from Blaine saying, don't take your clothes off. It gets too hot.
Ooh.
Why? You haven't had 47 degree. Okay, let's work it out. 47, 80, 94, plus 32.
That's how hot it's going
120. So let's say it's
120 something.
Yeah, let's say it's 130 just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yep. So there we go. So yep, it's hot.
Not so much here in Melbourne right now, but it's still been very warm.
So Larry, we're going to have you for the rest of the time in the background as the voice.
Sure, no problem.
That way we don't have to see your green screen.
So you can be radio man. we can have your voiceovers.
Is that podcasting?
Practice your radio.
Yeah, it is podcasting.
Put your hand over one ear and practice your radio voice.
Don't get personal.
Well,
yeah, sorry. Heather is saying, sorry, I'm tight. Yeah, well, life stuff at the top. What can I say? Jonathan Short, welcome aboard. Nice to see you. Moral of tonight's live, don't use OBS, only StreamYard. Yeah, that'd be about right.
Sean will practice and get this right sooner or later.
Where there's a will, there's a relative. I mean, there's a way. So
until the next new fandangled thing comes along.
Well,
and then we'll start learning that one as well.
Yeah, well, I think we better start spending some money and get it working.
Possibly. That might be a good idea.
Oh, well. Okay, so Larry.
Yes?
Cruise Virgin.
Yes, I am.
It's your new title.
So, looking forward to getting it all done.
I can't wait. I haven't cruised yet, but I'm already addicted.
Okay, so when's your first cruise?
January 29th, 2022, out of Miami.
Fantastic.
Okay, that's good. Who's it with? On what?
It is on Carnival Freedom.
Lovely.
Carnival Freedom. It's an 8-day cruise going to St. Martin, St. Kitts, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Grand Turk.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. Okay, Cruise Virgin. You've got a channel, a travel channel. You and your lovely wife Ananda, who, by the way, does look a lot prettier than you. What? All right, Larry. Okay, you don't have
to keep it family friendly here.
Yeah. Okay. What got you involved or interested in cruising? Because you've said a number of times you're addicted.
Okay, so way back in the day, I've always wanted to travel, and with having my kids and wife and all that, travel just didn't happen. Work was more important than traveling and stuff like that. Because I was a cook, so it's not your big huge career. I'm not no CEO or anything starting out. So I actually did look into working for the cruise lines. That was way early 90s, and I had applied, and it turns out that they wanted you to send like $400 or $500 just to apply. They would have sent my resume out to all the cruise lines, and so that didn't work out. And then so I am now remarried with a new wife, new life, and I want to get back into traveling. I have the ability to travel now, and I decided to check out YouTube, and I found some cruise channels, and it just grew from there. And every channel that I've spoken to and watched their YouTube videos has just turned me into an addict. It's like cruise porn. Sorry.
Cruise.
It's very easy.
It
to become
it
addicted,
is.
actually.
It's one of those things that we absolutely look for. I won't say we look forward to, but we look for in order to see whether or not we can, things can work, whether or not we can have fun and grow. Oh boy, I've stuffed that one up, haven't I? Yeah, I'll kill that one very quickly.
Oh dear. What's happened to
I actually have 2 booked already, and I'm not allowed to ask for any more.
Yep.
And I was looking at it because Carnival, it's Black Friday here in North America, and Carnival, all the cruise lines have Black Friday deals going on. So I was on there, and I found a really nice one that I want to do in 2023, but I have to wait.
Well, we
Is
just,
that because she who must be obeyed has made those rulings?
Yes, the boss spoke. The
Uh-huh.
money manager.
Uh-huh. I get that. Okay, I'm going to try something.
we've just got our Princess Circle booklet, and they've got some lovely cruises here advertised for.
I'm still a cruise version, so I don't get any of that stuff yet.
You'll get there. You'll get there. You just have to book.
For 22,
I'm
21 departures
looking
are actually
forward to
advertising.
going into a casino just so I can at least get a crack at some of the casino deals that they give some of the cruisers that I see.
Mm-hmm. So what are some of the deals?
3 cruises.
But what does that mean?
Next to nothing cruises.
But what do you have to do in order to get a casino deal? Does that mean you have to go and gamble?
Yeah, so like most, I think I'm not sure if it's in America, but because I worked in a casino here in Canada, and they don't have the cards, the membership cards where you accumulate points and stuff, and so in Las Vegas, because I went there in 2013, they have the player's card, and you put it in the machine, however you spend on it, you comp. So it's the same way on the cruise ship, from what I understand. You have your sail and sign card when you go to put a $20 bill into the slot machine, and it calculates that you spent $20, and then they start sending you deals on whatever they think you might be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
So in some way, by the time you get to cruise, you've actually paid for it anyway with the amount of money that you've put into the slot machines.
Yeah.
For some
when
people.
I went to Vegas, all I did was just threw $10 bills into the penny slots, and just to get the free drinks.
Can we just say hello to Jamie Amtrak Travel? Hello there.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
Yes, those of you who are just coming in off the Us and More channel, folks, both Heather and Dwight are preoccupied, and I'm not going to ask what for fear of getting them into serious trouble. But they are preoccupied, so they have asked us to take care of the stream for them today. So we're
not doing a very
we're
good
not
job.
doing an
No. I do apologise. We're having a few technical
You might hear
issues.
another voice in your head
Oh,
coming out.
that's got to be Larry.
Who is that talking from above? We've been very good, obviously.
Now, children, you listen here.
Oh my goodness. From way above high.
Whoa. We must have prayed really well this
Yeah,
week.
we must have.
Yes, that is Larry, Plump Traveller, talking to you from Canada.
Whilst we
Last
busy
week.
try and work on some stuff here,
Trying to bring him in.
trying to bring him in and do other things. Give us a couple moments.
Only his voice
You might
is...
want to figure out how to open the door with the door handle. That might.
Yeah, but you know what? This is Australia, and you guys are in where?
We haven't put the welcome mat out.
Yeah, no,
obviously.
we haven't. Yeah, right.
Maybe it's because you're trying to reach for the door handle on the wrong side.
I was waiting for that.
Oh.
I was waiting for that. So, okay, so...
Yes, we are, Jonathan. It's been very quiet. Is it something to do with Thanksgiving? Is that what's going on? Are you still sort of celebrating Thanksgiving? Is that why it's very quiet this Friday
the day
evening?
after Thanksgiving,
Everyone's recovering.
The food things, your belly's all full and the hangovers. And
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Oh. How did everyone?
Or the hot turkeys, or the turkey sandwiches, or the turkey stew, or
Oh, they're just
turkey casserole.
still eating all the leftovers. So how did you all spend your Thanksgiving? Were you able to spend it with family? Hopefully, if you've
I
been
just
able to.
celebrate.
You don't.
Well,
You guys don't have Thanksgiving right now, isn't it? You got Thanksgiving
We,
much.
we, we have ours in October. Thankfully, actually, there's something to be thankful for.
Mm.
Yeah, we had ours. I can't remember the exact date, but we were able to travel to my mother-in-law's and have Thanksgiving with her and have lots of turkey, and it was beautiful. And coming back, but now we're basically shut down to essential travel only now
Hmm.
for till December 7th, I think it is, and then they're going to reevaluate. But it's highly unlikely we're going to be able to travel for Christmas.
I want to
But
know where does the tradition of the turkey come from? Was that what?
oh, no idea. I just know that from a young age, I just get to eat turkey twice a year at least.
What, Christmas as well?
Yes.
It always surprises me. I know a lot of the traditions from Christmas actually don't come from Bethlehem, obviously, but more, I think, a European German thing, because you wouldn't be eating a hot turkey dinner in the Middle East at that time.
Oh,
So I'm just
it's
wondering.
6:30 here. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so now you're talking about hot turkey.
Sorry, I won't talk about turkey anymore.
No, you can talk about turkey. I'm kidding.
That's all right.
Oh, Larry, here we go. Always coming up with some sort of excuse.
So no one's told me. No one's telling me about turkey and where that tradition came from.
No,
No, that's a change that I'm doing on Restream here, not on the. I'm trying to get OBS to pick it up, but it's not doing that. So I'll just do that. Yes. So, cruiser. How many cruises have you got booked now?
me?
Yes.
I have two. Well, actually, technically, in a sense, I have three, but that one is already canceled, but it's still basically on the books. That's the way I call it. In my shipmates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hi.
I still have my February 2021 cruise in my shipmates. But once that's gone past February, then I'll delete that. I guess that's how it works.
Lovely. Good to
But it makes me look good, though. I have three cruises under my
Wow.
belt.
Well, good on you. Good on you. Sean and KC, hello.
Hey, welcome aboard, Sean and Casey.
Your two favourite Australians are doing well. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Now, I'm busy trying to still figure out what's going on here by doing things in the background, but we will get there shortly, Larry.
That is Larry's voice you hear,
Yes.
floating in
Just
space
to let you know, I'm here too, but I'm only here in voice.
only. He's in voice and
Heart,
spirit,
I'm
But-
there in heart.
but
And-
not physically at this stage.
And I bet you
I
that's
can only see
KC talking. You can only see my head, and mate, that's all
That's
you're
all you
going to
need to
see.
That's
The
all
best
you
part
need.
of me is my head, the shiny bit, right?
Oh, you had a shave, Sean. I've just
Do you
noticed.
have like a special buffer for that, John?
I do have a special buffer for it, but the funny
does,
thing is,
actually.
the funny thing is, the woman that I cherish, the one that I go to bed with and I cuddle at night, has only just realised that I've shaved.
It's always the way it is. You never know. He does it, yeah, very sneakily. Well, you're not going to stand outside in the middle of the street doing it, but
Yep,
I
no,
never could get mine that shiny.
you never could get your neck
your
shiny.
neck
No, I said I could never get mine that shiny.
Oh, that shiny. Well, yep. Life's tough at the top. What can I say? So,
It must be an age thing.
yep, it is. I'm 1,000 years old.
the dinosaur.
Here's the thing, Larry. I would have to kill this. We'd have to go into a little bit of a break, and then I'd have to come back and try and bring you on. So let's have you just voice on, because you know what? I actually want to just keep you voice on, because I know that all the people out there are going to come
Ooh, it's
in
hot.
and start going, it's hot, and your hot stuff, and all that sort of stuff. So, shut up,
I'm
Sean.
totally fine with talking with just voice.
That's good. I'm glad you're talking with voice and not
As long
sign.
as the viewers are okay with that.
So you don't have to put pants on then now.
Thank you.
Because you won't be.
Although my webcam does have like a privacy window on it.
Oh, yes, we can't see you now.
So Sean and Casey are saying, really, I can only see you guys from the neck up.
That's plenty.
That's-
That's really plenty.
That's all you need, really. Seriously. Let me just figure out.
It's like being at the news
Yep.
desk on TV. You always
Abs-
wonder if they're actually wearing pants
Hang
under
on.
the desk.
And here we have a news report. What are they wearing under the desk?
What do they say? Business on top and party at the bottom.
Party, party, party.
Oh no, that's a mullet, isn't it?
Oh, it is a mullet. Yep. Okay.
Party. What is it? Party at the no. Is it
Party.
business at the front and party at the
Hey,
back?
be careful. You're getting me into serious trouble here.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay. What's new?
So Jonathan was saying, you've gone back over that one, but I'm going to repeat it anyway. They're doing fine. There were no normal lives tonight, and we're all doing a 2-hour segment. So, yes, we are. We have the privilege of filling in for Us and More. Better show though, eh? Privilege for filling in for Us and More. Who will actually be returning the favour on December the 12th. I'm going to be involved in a karate grading, so I will need to be around for that grading, and as a result,
We'll have the week off.
we will have the week off. So Heather and Dwight will take over for us, and also our other partners, Spikers, will be joining in with that as well, we hope. Heather's just figured out that she heard what I just said. Took her a while, so yep, good. Yep, only a joke. I'm just kidding.
Time joke.
Yeah, it is a time joke. Talking about time jokes, I actually don't see JNN Travellers in there, so
Time check.
no time check.
They might come in
Yep.
later.
It's 6:35 p.m. here on the west coast of Canada.
Oh, well,
And
1:35 p.m. here.
correct.
Melbourne. Daylight saving time.
Eastern Daylight Saving Time.
Oh, Eastern. Yep.
Is that what it's called there?
Yep.
That's Eastern. EDST.
Yeah,
Gosh.
Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Quite frankly,
Is it
I wish
pronounced?
we didn't have daylight saving.
Yes, well, we know your thoughts on daylight saving.
Mm-hmm. Whether you agree with me or not.
Well, I can see your point about it should be in winter.
Yeah.
It does make sense.
Well, that's when it was designed for. But hey, we won't go down that path because Larry will put his 2 cents worth in.
I'll be nice.
Yep. Jonathan Short is saying that he saw them earlier, the Downunder Cruisers.
With a J&N, I think.
J&N?
I think
Mm.
possibly.
That's awesome. Well, we'll see if they come on board. If they do,
They might join us in the next hour.
Well, it is only an hour behind. This is Heather's show.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they
We
might.
usually show up with Heather's show.
yep.
Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
So they'll just have to put
might
up
be
with us.
doing that.
Okay.
So now I'm noticing that there are 19 eyes watching, and we see only, 17 thumbs up.
Do you need 12? I don't know what you're looking at.
12. Yeah, well, I'm wearing glasses. That's
Yeah.
On
why.
my screen.
Yes.
Take that
It's all
off.
right. He'll take his glasses off and we'll see a whole lot
That's
better.
what it says. Right, 10 watching. Yeah, okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, see, glasses are a problem when you've had cataracts removed. So Jonathan is saying he believes it was on Life is Good today. That's when they were on. Yeah. Funny, Ronnie and Elmer didn't do a live.
It must be,
Must be this
food
thanks.
hungover.
This thing called Thanksgiving.
Things. Now, okay.
I
I
never
c-
asked, did you guys eat or celebrate Thanksgiving in Australia?
No, we don't. Because To ask the question, why? What is the Thanksgiving holiday all about?
Just sit back and think and be thankful for whatever. It's just a it's the time out of your life, your busy life, to say, you know what, I'm thankful for being in Sean Alana's life. There we go.
Oh, there's
And
awesome.
that's real, by the way.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And we appreciate the sentiment.
that's very sweet.
At least one person likes being in our company. Uh,
But no, it's because we just live so busy lives. It's basically that's the way I look at Thanksgiving. It's the time to sit down and be with friends and family to get together and just all talk about what we're thankful for in this life.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give
and
thanks.
that's an awesome thing. We Australians don't tend to have um, Thanksgiving like this, but
Right.
what we will do is we will utilize the time between Christmas, New Year, when we're around outside having our barbies and doing all that sort of stuff. Um, it's the time when we'll be thankful for being with our mates and so forth, and fellowship
Yeah.
and all, just bringing the spirit of Christmas into, well, there's no spirit, well, there is spirit,
Yeah, there's spirit in that.
beer and
So us more saying it's
tequila.
Pilgrim and Indians stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Heather, we ask, can you please, what's the word? Expand
Yes.
on what you're
Elaborate.
saying. Yeah, that's it. Elaborate. That's it. Big day
Exactly.
today. Can you please
Pilgrim and
elaborate on what you
Indian
mean by
stuff.
pilgrims and Indian stuff?
And
Sean,
maybe
I'm
that-
picking on you too much. I'm very sorry.
Hey,
You're
I'm tough. I can handle rejection. You know that.
So did the Pilgrims
Okay.
eat turkey when they came? Is it like the first supper
Did the
as opposed to the last supper at Christmas?
Jonathan is saying it's basically being thankful for the start of America.
Okay, well, we have Australia Day
That's
on January the 26th.
but right now that's being filled
So-
with a bit of controversy.
Yeah, our Indigenous people sometimes refer to Australia Day as Invasion Day for them when the British came.
Those bloody
it-
Brits
it's-
again.
Well, they don't always do the right thing when they colonise a place. Oops, did I say that
Yeah.
aloud?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, I started watching a Netflix series that a lot of people were talking about, and now I'm not going to be able to stop watching.
Yep. What's it called?
What is it?
The Crown.
Ah, The Crown. Yes, it was a good show.
Wow. I actually met Prince Charles and Princess Diana back in the 80s. They were in St. John, New Brunswick. They had made a tour of Eastern Canada and stuff on the Britannia. And so,
Uh-huh.
yeah, there's a picture, but not of me, but of the almost the exact moment where I got to shake their hand
Wow.
out there somewhere. But yeah, I kind of attached myself to Princess Diana and the royal family and stuff. But then all that, she actually died on my birthday, actually,
Ah.
31st, 1997.
Larry, just going back in
Wow.
the chat for a minute.
Amazing.
Jonathan Short saying the Pilgrims sailed on the Nina Pinta and Santa Maria and landed on Plymouth Rock.
Yes.
Heather saying that the Indians shared land and crops and how to hunt, and the Pilgrims shared technologies and they united. Jonathan saying, I bet they enjoyed being on the big ships too. Yeah, I would say that would be awesome, being on those. No, well, those, you need a lot of hot air.
You know all about that.
Mm.
I was waiting for that.
You asked for
I was waiting for that.
the door was wide open for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I opened it specifically.
Mhm.
Sorry, Pacifically.
Okay, so people gather on the 3rd, I believe. Now I know this now. That's the 3rd Thursday of November. Was that the day that they arrived to Plymouth Rock? And you eat turkey and give thanks for the pilgrims coming and settling and creating your wonderful country.
And what do you do in Canada? Because I know your Thanksgiving Day is before.
It's June or July, isn't it? Aaron?
See, for me, it was just I never really get into the meaning behind Thanksgiving. It was turkey dinner. You know, um, it's like Christmas time. You know, oh, we get presents and we get turkey dinners and we get to go play in the snow. We never really got into the history of why Christmas was and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. Um, yeah, go ahead.
I
So
think that's what happens a lot nowadays. I think, sorry, Sean.
yeah,
With as the generations sort of move on, that people actually don't forget or don't instill in the younger people the real reasons why you're doing things. Like, what is Easter? I mean, what is Easter? What is Christmas? What is Thanksgiving?
so having lived in two southern hemisphere countries, when you come to this time of the year, for us, it's basically our shutdown time. We'll have our summer breaks. So when we have our summer breaks, it's the time that we'll actually, it's actually the more into Christmas, New Year that we will actually do this Thanksgiving type thing. Right?
It's more a
Now,
reflect.
is your Christmas in summer?
Yes.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. So yeah, okay. Yeah.
So
We have a
But
hot
so you
Christmas.
celebrate Christmas without snow.
correct.
We're outside having a barbecue.
Which is actually quite
Barbecue.
which is actually quite silly because when you see all these Santa Clauses in these big heavy red suits,
No.
it's like, yeah, right.
But that's from Saint Nick, which
Okay,
is
so,
European. That's where that
I've
came
already
from.
told you how old I am.
22.
And all my years, I've always had Christmas somewhere cold. I've never been anywhere warm with palm trees or nothing,
Yep.
and it's always been kind of like a dream to experience it. Hawaii was really the one that sold me on it with Elvis Presley.
Yep.
That's what really got me interested in going somewhere warm for Christmas, and I want to. So maybe hey, I can go to Australia because no, that's summer. What time? What is it here?
You're
When
in.
is your?
Our summer starts on the 1st of December, so in
Couple of
2
days.
days' time.
Next Tuesday,
That's the first day of your summer.
Yep.
Yep.
and it's
1st
already
of December.
and we're already getting this 47 degrees Celsius heat.
Okay.
Just in the chat, Heather's saying third Thursday was the end of their fighting. They came together and were thankful for each other. Yes, they shared turkey.
So the Pilgrims and the Indians, fought?
Okay. If you don't mind, I'm looking up Wikipedia for Thanksgiving in Canada. It says, or Thanksgiving, sometimes called Canadian Thanksgiving outside of Canada to distinguish it from the American holiday of the same name, is an annual Canadian holiday occurring on the second Monday in October, which celebrates the harvest and other blessings of the past year. Thanksgiving has been officially celebrated as an annual holiday in Canada since November 6, 1879. Yeah, there we go. So it's based on the harvest and all that kind of stuff. But the way the true spirit of it is Thanksgiving, like it says, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Take time out
Yeah.
to
give
be
thanks.
mindful of
Yes,
what we're thankful for. Right?
absolutely.
And
Gratitude
it's the
and
same. I would say it's the same for anything. It's just it says Thanksgiving, right?
yeah. Well, I don't. It's interesting that we don't have something like that yet.
What?
Whether we do,
On
we should be grateful every day. Anyway,
on the
in
8th of
some way.
December, Australia should be very grateful every year because I arrived. Heather says,
Oh,
yes, watch
good grief.
Pocahontas.
Okay.
Actually, Heather, we have a resort here in Jasper National Park called Pocahontas. It's really nice cabins and everything in the mountains. You should check it out on the internet. It's called Pocahontas, but it's nothing to do. I don't think it has anything to do with the Pocahontas that you're talking about. But I just wanted to mention that if you're up in Canada.
Well, I will have to watch Pocahontas and get some history. I mean, look at Hamilton. I learned lots from that.
From
Watching
what?
Hamilton.
Watched
so,
what?
watch Pocahontas. There we go.
You watched what? What did you watch?
You know what I watched? No, he's talking to me.
Yeah. Oh well.
Grandmother Willow.
Grandmother
Okay,
Willow?
that's must be Pocahontas. Yep.
Pocahontas.
Okay.
I don't know Grandmother Willow. Never heard that name.
Have you seen Pocahontas, Larry? The movie?
No, only in cartoons and bits and pieces.
Yeah,
Of it.
yeah. That's yeah.
Heather's going,
Yeah,
I agree, Jonathan, and then yes, Frozen 1 and 2.
Oh, Frozen's on this evening.
Well, how does...
Oh, my granddaughter's really big into Frozen.
I
She
loved
even has
Frozen.
an electric car.
What is it, Frozen?
An electric
I
car.
think it looks like an icicle. So. I haven't physically seen it in person. I've only seen it on Facebook.
Mhm. Okay. Well, there's something to put on for our next movie night.
So,
It's Pocahontas.
just
Okay.
getting to learn you guys a little bit more. And I watched your live stream, and by the way, you did an awesome, amazing job.
Thank you.
But I just wanted to just to get people to learn a little bit more about you. My question to you is, what was the thing? How did you and Ananda meet?
We met in a building in downtown Vancouver. Without going too far into a personal story, which will eventually come out, we met in it's a high-rise in downtown Vancouver, and I was going through some change in my life, and she walked into the building. We had both just moved into this brand new building. We were the first tenants there, and she walked in, and I looked at her eyes and her lips. That's the two things some guys would say, yeah, right here. Come on. But no, that's what I was looking at, and her smile. It just drew me to her. And this building had weekly meals together, free meals that they had. And I'd always made a point where I was facing her table where she sat with one of her friends, and always tried to catch her attention. So anyway, I eventually, I won't say eventually, for probably a couple months, about a month and a half actually, I would sit out front every night and wait for her to come home and try to get her attention, and I finally did, and I pursued her basically.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
there, everything.
Hey, Larry, just very quickly,
Great story.
I just need to say in the chat, Doug and Nikki, hi there, welcome aboard. I'm glad you could join us.
Hey there.
Hi, Doug.
And Lawrence Lindquist, President Roosevelt made the fourth Thursday of November the federal holiday. First of all, Lawrence, welcome aboard. It's nice to see you. We haven't seen you in our streams before, so unless I haven't been taking notice, which Ilana would say is probably most likely.
Sure, we've met Lawrence
Yeah.
before.
Have we?
Along the way.
Okay, so welcome aboard anyway. It's
and-
nice to see you.
Doug and Nikki, hello. I've been catching up on some of their travel
Hi,
adventures.
Doug and Nikki. I'm here too.
Larry's here in voice. Yes, fancy new software, which
Uh-oh.
we're not getting a handle on right now.
We're busy learning. We're busy learning,
dear.
Doug and Nikki. We're trying to use OBS with Restream, and at the moment we're having a bit of a failure, so I've just got to pick up on it. Oh, John.
Oh.
John,
Okay.
John, you missed it.
You
missed
have
it.
been mentioned earlier.
But just for you, it is 13:51, and yes, we are early. Canada, what is it there, Larry?
It is now 6:50 p.m.
Lovely. By the way,
Hi, John.
are we likely to get a hearing from Ananda at all?
No, she's still napping.
Oh, good. Let her have one.
She had a busy day.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Jonathan Short. Hey, J&N Travel. Sean was asking where you were a minute ago. Yep. So that was good timing.
Yeah. John's ears must have been burning, I'd say.
John, your ears must have been really burning. Hey, and it was great to see you live during the week as well. Folks, we've got plenty of time to go because we've still got another hour. But I was going to ask you, anybody in the chat, hashtag creator, Hashtag supporter, hashtag both would be lovely to see. Doug and Nikki are saying to Ilana, thanks for checking out our videos. Love your comments and thoughts on them.
Well, what caught my eye was the Dead Sea, because having lived in Israel for 8 years, I have been to the Dead Sea several times. It was interesting to hear your take on it, and particularly from the other side, across Jordan, which is a place, which surprisingly, having lived in the Middle East for all that time, I haven't been to Egypt, didn't go to Egypt. At that stage, wasn't that easy to get to from Israel. And yeah, Jordan was a place, I don't think we could actually go there.
John, we are unfortunately having a couple of technical difficulties, so the only way I would let Larry appear is if he was underwater but had a special kind of snorkel on.
He's gurgling.
Yeah.
I'm in timeout.
He's in the naughty corner.
Yep. So we've got Larry from Plum Travellers, creator and supporter. Najuma, it's so nice to have you on board as a supporter. We've got Larry to JNN Travels. I'm hearing voice only.
Papa Mozo's here too. Hello.
Larry saying hi to Doug and Nikki. Jonathan Short is saying hey to Najuma. We've got Papa Mozo. Welcome aboard, Papa Mozo. Nice to see you. Watched your stream, your note earlier on. Doug and Nikki, both creator and supporter. Love to see you there. Thank you for that. So, with all the new people on board, we're taking the opportunity of wishing you a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. You're probably all recovering.
Yep. And John is agreeing with my decision, saying that it was a smart decision to get Larry under the ocean there. So, Larry, how's the snorkel?
Yeah.
Hang on, he needs to take a big breath now.
Breathe deep.
Hang on.
I can't breathe.
There are bubbles.
Now,
I just want to say I missed Papa Mozo's video or live. Is that what you were saying earlier?
yeah, he was doing a live, and he was talking about things to be thankful for.
He said last night that he cancelled.
Yeah, he did a surprise.
Oh, see, Papa Mozo, I would have checked you out. But anyway, it's good to see you in here, Papa Mozo. I'm here in voice.
Well, you know what? You're probably the best one for Papa Mozo, because mostly Papa Mozo does only pick up voices. Usually, if you watch him on live, he's got his big magnifying glass there. Papa Mozo is saying that he just finished dinner. Mommy outdid herself.
Oh, what was on your menu?
Yep.
I'd love to know what people are eating.
Hi, Najuma. I see you here. I see everybody.
Oh,
Larry,
I'm looking down from above.
Larry, get back down under the water.
Larry could be the first YouTuber to do a live from under the sea. Yes.
What's that Beatles song? I'd like to be under the sea, in an octopus's garden, in the shade.
Oh, Papa Mozo, pourquoi?
Dinner ended much earlier than expected. Why, pray
Pourquoi?
tell? And John and Nancy from JNN saying, Downunder Cruisers, Larry should be the first YouTuber. Oh, you just said that. You just read it. Why didn't you tell me?
Because I was reading.
Yeah, okay. I am. Maybe I'll put my glasses back on. Najuma saying hi to you, Larry.
Yes, I see that.
But you realise that the signal has to travel from across the pond, through under the water, and reach us here on our side of the pond, and then it gets rebroadcasted out after. Shut up, Sean.
And then with our 47 degrees Celsius heat,
Yep.
it's probably melted along the way, and then frozen.
It brought it to my mind. It's SpongeBob SquarePants, isn't it?
That's right.
Square Bob Sponge Pads, as I call.
I can't remember the whole song, but yeah, it's Under the Sea or something in that.
Yep. No, but it originally was a Beatles song.
I'd
Oh,
like.
yes. I knew that one, but there was another one that I was thinking of.
Yes,
and
Under the Sea.
SpongeBob one.
Yep.
Was that Little Mermaid? I think possibly about being under the sea. I hope nothing happened to Papa Mozo, that dinner end unexpectedly or earlier.
I hope you're okay, Papa Mozo.
Yes, we do. We hope you are.
Big hugs for you.
And we hope you all survived your turkey dinners without too much effort.
Turkey.
Oh,
So Papa Mozo, turkey stuffing, oyster
Oyster
dressing, cranberry
dressing.
jelly tarts, green beans Waldorf, sweet potato pudding, and ham. Goodness me, Papa.
Wow,
That's not a meal, that's a feast.
That oyster dressing has me very intrigued.
Oh, but I didn't know oysters were undressed.
Oyster dressing.
I've never
yes.
tried oyster dressing. So
No, on turkey. That sounds very interesting.
We haven't had turkey in ages.
No.
Papa Mozo saying, I love so Spikers are saying, Cindy is saying she loves oyster dressing, and Papa Mozo saying brown rolls and pumpkin pie.
Well, Cindy,
Key lime pie.
Can you? Oh, okay. These are things that we
I
don't
love
eat.
key
These are
lime
things
pie.
that are
Please
most
tell me they have
unusual
key
for us
lime pie
here.
On
The-
cruise ships. I love key lime pie. It's not my favorite, but
What is
you
key?
guys all have been on cruises, so
We don't know.
please tell me, do they have strawberry rhubarb pie? It's my favorite pie.
Well,
Sometimes you can
So
ask for
you can
things,
ask
and,
for
they,
things.
and they sometimes they can. They do go off menu if you have
Really?
a special
Yeah.
request. Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
And they do on Princess. They do. They're
Lemon
very
bread.
accommodating.
so now, what is key lime pie?
Key lime pie. Have you heard of lemon meringue pie?
Yes.
So it's made with lime.
But what's the
Kind
key?
of.
What's
No,
the
no.
key though?
There's more to it than that.
Key lime.
It's a lime pie, kind of like a lemon meringue pie without the meringue. I think you can have it with different toppings and stuff.
So just like
But
a lemon,
bacon
like a
was
lemon
never
curd
my thing.
pie.
I did 2 weeks of baking on my cooking course, and as soon as I had to start kneading dough and sticking to your hands, all that kind of stuff, I gave up. Screw that. I'm going straight into cooking. I want on the line. Let me cook.
Now I want to go back.
Somebody else do the baking.
I want to go back to that oyster dressing. I want to know about
Yes.
that oyster dressing, please, Papa Mozo, Cindy, somebody, tell me what that is.
And
'Cause I am intrigued.
and Papa's having American berry parfait.
Oh,
My
Oh,
goodness
that
me!
sounds yum.
love a good parfait.
Now, having said that,
Hi, Tammy.
Tammy, welcome aboard.
Hi,
Tammy, we're busy talking about coming in as visitors or guests to a Thanksgiving dinner party and leaving as cargo.
Yeah, it's a bit like our Passover meal, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
that's
never
true.
ending.
That's true. Once
But-
it starts, it just does not stop.
By the way, we are not throwing a third voice. We are not a ventriloquist. There is a third voice that you can hear that belongs to Larry.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we're unable to bring him in, but his voice
Hello?
his voice is coming in from underwater, as we've established,
Hi, Tammy. I'm talking to you from above.
or from above.
oh
We can see Larry, but no one else can.
oh my goodness. That's a
spot
scary
of
thought.
fried kraut.
Papa Moses, did you have like the restaurant for dinner?
Yeah, a spot of
Gosh.
fried kraut.
Sounds like Mama
yes.
Mozo did outdo herself. Goodness
Sounds
me!
like it was a great dinner.
Wow.
Man, like I said, Papa Mozo, no wonder you walk out like cargo.
Are you going to be eating all that for the rest of the week as well?
Yeah.
It's got to be lunch for the next 6
Wow.
weeks.
That's actually the part I love about it, is having that extra.
He's plump submerged.
The extra, yeah. Is-
Yes, he's submerged. He's just.
Yes, Papa.
He's got his very long snorkel.
So Cindy has asked Papa Mozo to ask Mummy to send her the recipe for the oyster dressing. Tammy is saying Larry the angelfish.
Oh, the angelfish.
What an angel.
Now, what's John saying about your face, Sean? There's plenty to say about your face. Let's read what the.
John is saying, not sure if it's intentional, but Sean's face is lined perfectly with the logo. Looks like a mask.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Yes, because because we've got it set that YouTube puts out our logo in the bottom right hand corner. So I'll just put myself right in the no, hang on, in the correct
This
spot.
back to
There we
front
go.
business is
There we
doing
go.
it for me.
I'm in there.
Okay, I'll just put that up here in front of my face, and we're set.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's it.
there we go.
Papa is saying that they took leftovers to 4
Oh, I
families.
can only imagine.
And Cindy, your wish is Papa's command. He will ask. And if I get it thrown at us within the next 30 seconds, we'll know that he's asked.
Yes.
I would like to know more about that too, that oyster dressing.
Yep.
I've actually only eaten oysters once.
Have you?
It wasn't my cup of tea.
No? Yeah, it's...
Although I will say, I will try them baked. This was raw. You know what I mean? You know,
Oh, fresh.
everybody wants to...
freshly
try
chucked
an
oysters,
oyster.
yeah.
And it was only the raw one. But like if it's baked with cheese or something, like you see them doing, like I actually used to do, yeah.
Oh, no, the only way to eat seafood,
Now,
especially oysters, is freshly chucked, just straight down the hatch.
Yeah,
now, Papa is making a comment. He said he thought Larry lived on Powell, not in the river.
It's okay.
Funny guy tonight, Papa.
He's on fire.
Papa, Papa, Papa. What can I say?
Papa Moza, if you would actually see the actual namesake, Powell River, you will laugh because Powell River, the actual namesake of this town, is actually, I would say, about 150 to 200 meters long. So,
Welcome aboard Q's Cruisers. Nice to see you. Hello, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
And back at
Sarah,
you too.
thank you very much. Back at
Hope
you.
you and Bob and your family
Yeah,
had a
we hope you
wonderful-
guys have all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and a peaceful one.
Papa Mozo, you're still going with your menu.
Papa-
Puree. Oh,
Papa was having
Stop.
pineapple puree
Stop.
for the strawberry pie.
wow.
Yup.
Yum.
Okay.
hi Sarah.
Delicious.
It's Larry from Pump Travelers.
And yes,
Can we hear Larry's? Can we hear Larry's?
Sarah, just for your info, this week is our technical issue continuing.
Oh, dear.
We have attempted, we're currently using Restream right now to do our broadcasts along with OBS, and just having a couple of issues trying to bring guests into the OBS stream. So just having a look and working things out. But it's not going to happen this week. It will probably happen by Wednesday evening that we'll have everything right. And then next week we should be fine.
You used me as a guinea pig. You left me underneath the floor. See, that's why I'm talking to you from your floor.
And it's echoey. Your floor is echoey.
No, we're from the floor, we're underwater, we've been into outer space with Larry. It's just like, whoa.
Boy.
Oh, lovely. Your daughters are with you, Papa Mozo, with Papa and Mama over
That's
Thanksgiving.
awesome.
beautiful.
And that's one of the nice things we like to hear about you guys and Thanksgiving is the family time that you guys all have. That's awesome.
And that you're lucky enough to be able to do that.
Papa Mozo saying Hunter's Stew. Pray tell, what is Hunter's Stew?
I can't get to see my kids for Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
the borders are still closed.
Palabok.
Palabok.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
That's
sorry.
a good question.
You might need to explain what that is.
Yep.
Palabok.
Yep.
Palabok.
Yes. So, Larry, wanted to ask you your first cruise that you're going on at the end of the year. What attracted you to that cruise ship?
Just the correction is 2022. By the way.
Yeah, sorry.
And the question is again, sorry?
What attracted you to the ship?
What attracted me to the ship? It was actually the itinerary. Being a aviation geek, it's always been a dream for me to go to St. Martin. My favorite plane was the 747.
Yep.
It amazed me seeing that huge piece of metal getting up in the air.
Yes.
So I've done a lot of plane spotting at different airports and stuff. And so when I saw that the 747 comes in St. Martin, like, I don't know how many feet above, 30, 40 feet above your head, it's like, that would be a dream. And
Yep.
so this flight came across, like everything all about this, not flight, sorry, cruise, everything about this cruise just like sold. I'm going, like, say, because it's St. Martin, St. Kitts and all that, and we've never been down that way. So St. Martin is really what drew me to this ship and itinerary. The ship, it really isn't that big of a deal for me. It is until I start experiencing what it's like on a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
So which ship is it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Which ship is it?
Freedom.
The Freedom.
Oh, the Freedom. Just quickly in the chat, Papa Mozo saying Thanksgiving is our favourite holiday. John is saying from JNN Travels is saying this is perfect as he's having a bad hair day. John, I have a bad hair day every day, mate. Say again?
He's lucky he has hair.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Blaine is saying to Q's Cruisers, did he miss their live on tonight? And Tammy is saying her nephew set up a family video call yesterday.
That's nice.
So her mom could, there we go, John. So her mom could see everyone. She was able to meet her new great grandson. Oh, that's awesome. Yesterday on video, he's only 4 months old.
Well,
that is absolutely amazing.
Well, that's how we've survived, keeping in touch with our family.
Yes.
Zooming every Friday night when we sit down to our family dinner,
Yes.
because we've not been.
We weren't able to.
Something days in lockdown.
That's
We've
right.
only just been released.
So
partly
actually,
released.
last night was the first night in quite a while that we'd
Yes.
actually had the opportunity to
Get 15 people
to get
together.
15 people together, and it was awesome.
And we're actually going out to a restaurant.
Yes.
Not takeaway. We're actually sitting down at a restaurant.
At a restaurant
for the
tonight.
first time
Yep.
Since about January.
That's the first time you've been able to go to a restaurant?
Yes. You can do takeout. You could up until
You
then.
could get takeaway.
You
but
could get takeaway, but you couldn't
weren't allowed
get.
to-
You weren't allowed to get anything, and so a lot of restaurants went under.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Wow, that's sad.
So,
Just continuing in the chat. Blaine, Q's is saying to
Yeah.
Blaine, no, Blaine, we took the night off because of the holiday. Well, we sufficed. You should have told us, guys. We would have gone 3 hours.
and
Yeah,
then
right.
by now, by the third hour, Sean would have figured out. Note I say Sean, not me, because
Yeah,
I've got no
that's
idea.
right.
Hardly just to turn on the computer is a big thing for me. How to sort this thing out. But anyway,
Papa Mozo is saying, being able to bless others who are less fortunate, no feeling so wonderful as blessing others. That's the melt my heart part. And yes, I can understand that one, Papa.
and I'm sure those 4 families who you gave the food to was most appreciative.
Absolutely. Papa Mozo also saying he's having a no hair day. Oh yeah, I know.
Life, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Traveling Eric, welcome aboard, Eric. Traveling Adventures with Eric B. Hey everyone,
Eric B.
welcome aboard.
Hello.
Again, we've got people saying hi backwards and forwards. Papa Mozo was saying he could not find Q's or Us and More. Okay,
It's
so
been quiet.
for those
It's been
who
a
have
quiet
just
Friday.
come in, just to give you guys a heads up, we took Us and More asked us to take their first their time slot today, or out today, your tonight. Just because they wanted to take the time out. They will be filling in for us on the 12th because I have a karate grading to attend, and also I'm assisting in the officiating of it, and also it's our karate dojo's breakup day, so we're having an evening of that as well. So a bit of a swap time for the joint parties. So
You may have to walk up yourself then.
yeah,
You can, like, patch it up.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. And we do it every year, and the church gets really upset because they have to rebuild.
All right.
People are just saying hi to everybody through the chat, so that's awesome. So, you are coming in on our cruise. which is October 15th to the 28th.
That's
20
a very long, so
23rd,
that's an extra long
sorry.
cruise there.
15th to the 23rd of October 2022. What's the motivation for coming into that, Larry?
What's the motivation?
Yep.
Yeah, why did you choose that cruise to join?
Hands down, you both.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we appreciate that. We're very flattered.
Hands down, you both. Now, I must say, every single person that's coming on here, I'm 100% excited to see everybody. But my motivation is you and Ella.
Oh, thank you for that,
We
Larry.
love
We
you too,
really
Larry.
appreciate that.
We really love your company.
And no, Sean did not pay me to say that.
No.
No, seriously.
Um, that's awesome. Just back in the chat there,
What kind of
Doug and
karate?
Nikki. Doug is asking what kind of karate. So, Doug, I have been doing for the last 40 years of my life in total. I've been doing the style is Shokukai or Shitorio, which are both linked groups. That's my
I'll have to show it
first
off,
Dan
so I'm
belt.
very proud of that.
The second Dan belt's still in the bag.
Okay, that's his first Dan. and
But
he's
that's
got
for
a
my
second
first Dan. Yeah, I'm a second Dan black belt.
So he's
So
graduated from the pink belt with the
And there's
purple,
7
with
altogether,
with the
right?
purple. polka dot.
no, there's 10 lower belts. So white, yellow, orange, and then there are 10 Dans as well. So Jonathan is saying, Sean the Down Unders, you are going to give us some karate moves on the love tonight. Well, we'll see.
Whoa.
We'll see. We'll see. Also, Sherry, awesome.
Sherry.
Welcome aboard,
Hi,
Sherry.
Sherry.
Nice to see you.
Jerry.
Happy Thanksgiving to all the newcomers.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes. So, continuing down the chat.
Can I just say, just in terms of Thanksgiving, that
Yes.
we are very grateful for the friendships that we have made
We
in this
are.
community since we started. Amazing. We have met all these amazing people,
Yeah, we have.
and we are very grateful.
Whoever thought maybe 6 months ago that we would be talking to however many people we're talking to right
Amazing.
now across the world, and considering most of you as our closest friends. So that's absolutely fantastic. Doug and Nikki, Japanese base. Yes, it is a Japanese based karate. It is not an Okinawan. Papa Mozo is saying
Manhattan
Manhattan
Transfer.
is a particular quality of vocal quartet.
Yes.
Not so common these days. Look for the Christmas album. You are welcome.
Papa
Yes.
Mozo, chanson d'amour.
Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta. That's the part I know. I know those words.
More and more.
People are just saying hi in the chat there, so that's awesome. Yes, so I guess the most important lesson that I can teach anybody about karate right now is don't get in a fight.
That's good advice.
Yep. Larry's saying hi to Sherry. It's me, Larry, talking on voice also. Yes.
People are probably thinking, have I had too much to drink? Is what's going on here? I can hear voices.
I was just... no, Sherry, actually what I was doing was actually throwing my voice. I'm really good at that.
We should just say, no, we can pretend. We'll just say, what voices are you hearing?
Yeah, that's
What?
right.
There are voices?
I was going to say I'm a dyslexic tranviloquist.
Yeah.
Tammy, good night, everyone. Tammy, thank you for your
Thanks for dropping
company.
in, Tammy.
We
always
hope
appreciate it.
we have a very pleasant night's sleep.
Yep.
Wake up refreshed, and start again tomorrow. Doug and Nikki, I was very involved in karate during college and a couple of years after. We were 75% taekwondo, 25% kempo, so we called it karate as a mix. Okay, Doug, sorry to be insulting, but we do not class taekwondo as karate.
So what is it then? Is it?
It's just a very good kicking thing.
Oh, a kicking thing. Oh, I think. Oh, are we becoming a bit controversial?
Yeah. So I'm sorry, Doug. I mean, anybody who attains any form of belt in any martial arts, so be it, folks. You want to take your hat off to them because obtaining any belt is hard work, and I guess it's a story of life, right? If you don't keep on going, you don't progress to the next step, and it's life.
My cousin is a black belt in Taekwondo too. So.
Yeah, like I said, that's not a martial art. Okay. Papa Mozo saying, "I'll give you no guff, Sean." Yep, that's correct. Just like I won't give you any either, Papa. It's called respect, guys. Anybody who is worthy of it, respect is earned, not it's not
Automatic.
automatically given. Yeah, it's earned, and if you can put in the time and the energy and the effort to earn that respect, then you've got it. Would you agree, Larry?
Yes, I agree. I'm looking at my friend in Australia.
Yeah.
She's in University of Sunshine Coast.
Yeah, that's Queensland.
Brisbane.
Sunshine
she lives
Coast.
in Brisbane.
Lovely.
Yep.
And she's an instructor also. Black belt in I don't know. I don't remember what she was the black belt. Anyway, sorry, I was just bringing that in there. She was a black belt also. But yeah, she lives in Brisbane, so which is north of you.
That's correct.
Yes, that's where
It's
it's
a
pretty
good-
hot there now.
It's a good 3-hour flight north.
It's lovely up there.
So
Yep.
I'm busy. Must go visit them as well.
Oh, you'd love it up there. It's beautiful if you go up to the Sunshine Coast. Beautiful.
Um,
And you go to
Technically,
Australia.
where I live here in Powell River is called the Sunshine Coast. also.
Yes, I know. But you can go to Steve Irwin's Australia Zoo while you're up there.
yep.
Is that where the Australian Zoo is?
That's
Up
where
on
it
that.
is.
I've seen it on TV. I just never knew. Like,
It's
ah.
fabulous. It's amazing.
There's an overnight thing.
Yes,
overnight stay.
you could
Oh,
stay there.
Um,
But I wouldn't want it because you never know.
don't know if it's there, but I know some of the zoos
no,
here
no,
you can.
what?
What?
You never know who might come and visit.
What, crocodiles?
No, Dundee.
Done.
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yep. Doug and Nikki. Doug is saying laugh out loud. Good. I'm glad you did take it as that. Doug was a professional kickboxer. The kicking thing helped, unless in a street fight. Useless in a street fight. And I would agree with that. When you're doing things that are of a form like, for example, kickboxing and all that sort of stuff, you will find that street fighting is totally different. And I guess the closest thing to street fighting would be something like Krav Maga, which is the Israeli martial art. And that would be the closest. Sherry is saying, congratulations on your black belts, Sean. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate the congrats. Also appreciated the hard work earning it. Papa Mozo saying there's a PhD institute here in his village. His academy trains children in 11 separate disciplines. PD, personal development. PhD.
Okay. They're very clever children.
Yeah.
Doing their PhD.
Yeah. Yep. PD. Yep. Papa Moses says, I always hope to get to Queensland to the zoo. Alas.
Don't say alas. Don't say alas.
Yep. You never know. Strange things could happen.
You have plenty of time.
Yes.
Papa Moser, you know they have some really cheap cruises in Australia when it opens.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Your 7-day cruises in Australia are cheaper than the 7-day cruises down south in the Caribbean.
Yeah, but when we buy a
well,
seventh
let's
day.
have a look. I've just
Oh
got
yeah,
one,
actually
right,
we've got the.
Princess Circle. Let's
Yep.
just have. They've got lots of Aussie cruises in there now. The new
I was
itineraries.
looking up, like I was saying earlier, I basically I live on Carnival's website all the time,
Okay.
and they bring up Australian cruises, and
Oh, yeah?
so for a 7-day, let's just say the cheapest 7-day cruise I found on Carnival, just hypothetically, is $3.99. Whereas in Australia, the 7 days goes down to about 300 to 350-ish, some, for 7 days.
Yeah. The problem for you guys is actually getting across the pond.
That's the problem, yeah. Getting over there.
You have to get here
trying to
first.
find-
Oh, well, here's an example. We've got 21 departure on the 2nd of November. We've got Brisbane up to, pardon me, Port Douglas, which is beautiful. And then back down, Brisbane return, Airlie Beach, Cairns, Port Douglas. So you've got the Barrier Reef, you've got Port Douglas rainforests, beginning at, interior 1509, ocean view 1809, this is Aussie dollars, balcony 1929, 7-night cruise on the Coral Princess and the Royal Princess, 2079 for a mini suite.
Now, bear in mind that every time we quote Aussie dollars, or you are quoting US dollars, you've basically almost got to double it because of the exchange. Well, the exchange rate is like 74 cents, 74 US cents to the Aussie dollar. Right. So whenever
their US dollars worth more than yours.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so
the Canadian dollar is slightly more than yours as well.
Yep. So
it's the opposite then, wouldn't it not?
No. Well, for you, it would be cheaper to come and go on our cruises.
So that's the stuff.
Papa Mozo is saying that Qantas just destroyed the bottom line. Actually, Papa, you say that Qantas will get a very rude awakening fairly shortly, because the
CEO Alan Joyce has come out and said no jab and no jet, so no one will be getting on any Qantas flight
unless you've had the vaccine.
When the time comes with the vaccine.
What did you say, Alana?
No jab.
No jab.
No jet.
No jet.
What's that?
You don't get the vaccine, you cannot get on a
Qantas
Qantas flight.
Thank you.
Right. And
for international travel.
And right now, Qantas does have a little bit of competition in that we've got Virgin Australia here.
And Jetstar.
And, Jetstar is a Qantas subsidiary.
Yeah.
So, Qantas...
It's a cheaper.
Yep. Qantas will actually have to change their tune fairly shortly. They're only coming in with these unbelievable costs right now because they can. No one is flying... With the exception of New Zealanders, no one is flying into or out of Australia right now.
I think they're banking on the fact that everybody wants to get out and traveling.
Yeah.
But I also think that people are used to not traveling right now. That they, it's a gamble that they're going to go after. I think that yes, they're going to try to up their prices, but there's also that fact if there is that supply and demand. Because
yep.
As I said, I'm already addicted to cruising, and I've never even cruised yet. So.
Yep, that's right.
Well, there've been there are flights from Sydney to Brisbane that have been apparently over $1,000 because they can.
In your country?
Yes.
And it's like what a 1.5 hour flight away.
My own country.
It's because people will pay that at the moment just to get away.
So
see their families that they haven't seen for 5-6 months.
Sherry is saying, I have you up on my TV. I will be ninja watching while I'm multitasking.
Oh.
So you know what? We're going to appreciate you multitasking for us, Sherry. Papa is saying, I had hoped to get there for a cruise, but the airfare was about 70% of the trip.
We understand that.
We understand that.
We know that.
Sorry, Larry.
We know.
I was going to say to Papa Mozo, he's going to have to go in an interior cabin then to be able to afford it.
Yeah. Yep, that's right.
I think for some cruises, an interior cabin is not such a bad thing. If you're going somewhere really scenic, I think it's a shame not to have a beautiful view.
Well, our first cruise is an interior, which we actually don't mind. We both like dark, quiet. Mm-hmm. So it's okay.
Yeah.
But I for your group cruise that I'm going on, I upgraded to a cold balcony. So I'm going to see what the differences is, and then we'll choose from there. But I don't mind. I know I wouldn't mind an interior cabin. I've been on we have ferries here. They just don't have rooms. But I've been on a ferry before, so I understand a little bit about being on the water and stuff.
Yep. Papa Mozo's back on the music again. I'm enjoying the Carpenter's Christmas gift. Papa Mozo, let me say, it is a shame because
she had
Karen Carpenter had the most amazing voice. Yep. What a talent, and too bad. Yep. Wow. Too bad she died so young.
Yeah.
Yep.
Real shame.
And of course, Doug is saying Papa Mozo best Christmas album ever, and Papa Mozo is saying to Doug, agreed. So there are some talents out there that it's a shame that
Gone way too
they've
soon.
gone way too early.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there are some that are very lucky that I didn't start singing, so that's awesome. Because then everybody else would have been gone, and I would have been, yeah, okay. John and Nancy are saying, I've always cruised inside cabin, as they say. You spend very little time in it, and we like it darker than when we sleep. Sherry is saying nothing better than the ocean breeze on your own balcony. Well, that's true.
Yeah, very, very much a personal preference, I think. We
Yep.
hear that, John, that's a very common thing. People say we're not in our cabins often. Look, yeah, a personal, very personal thing.
I think for me, well, even with not having been on a cruise ship before, there's good in both. I would say, but now it'd be more beneficial if there's somewhere really scenic. Um, I think the air, like waking up in the morning, going out and having coffee in the morning, that would be great.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
It's lovely having
But
breakfast
yeah,
on your
not-
balcony.
You know, like on our first cruise, there's a two sea days.
Yes.
So I'm sure there would be a little bit more sitting in your cabin with that kind of a thing. Yeah, I would feel cramped in, I guess you would say, because they're so small. But you know,
Jonathan Short is saying to me,
No,
Sean, go ahead
no,
and sing.
no.
Um,
Don't encourage him, please, or myself, actually, more to the point. You can get his guitar and you can do a little...
no. Let me think about it for a minute.
I'll get the violin and the recorder.
Yeah, let me think about
Yeah, I
it for a
could do
minute.
both.
Larry, put your recorder away.
Oh, Larry's got his recorder. I'll get spoons. Hang on, I can play the spoons. Or a comb and a tissue.
Let me go back in the chat, folks. Doug and Nikki are saying balcony cabin only here, at least.
We did have ocean view.
We did.
once.
Papa Mozo, I've...
Circadian rhythm disorder. Okay, inside cabin will knock me out instantly.
Yep, okay. Doug and Nikki, they are both good and better than not cruising, but we love to leave the door ajar and hear the ocean outside.
That's a bit
At
naughty,
night.
isn't it?
Yeah,
to leave
just
your
a
door,
little bit.
Your balcony patio,
Yeah.
your balcony. We won't tell on you.
Jonathan is saying we've had obstructed views for both of our past cruises. We've had a cove balcony on the Mardi Gras, and then we had an obstructed view on our cruise after Mardi Gras and on the Vlogger Extravaganza.
Oh, we enjoy
I have
those.
Yep.
a cruise newbie question about
Wow.
Yeah, hang on a second. Last one, Jonathan. It'll be totally interior. Sorry, go ahead, Larry.
that. What is the purpose of obstructed views? I know what's causing the obstructed views, but I just don't.
It's just
Like why? You're just getting a window that you're going to look at
look through a
lifeboat.
tender, but it's a window nonetheless. It's a view of some sort, and
for
get a
somebody-
slight bit of daylight.
lifeboat, though, and they're charging extra for it. Sorry, I just.
No, it's
yeah.
less.
It is less.
It's slightly less.
but
You
the
need to do research though, because there are some obstructed views that are not as obstructed as others.
like when we were on the Golden, we had an obstructed view, but in actual fact,
It was
where it
between.
was between two lifeboats. So we actually did get to see.
Oh, you get to see a lot. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We had a very good travel
A lot
agent.
of- you don't get a lot of that kind of information coming out that I've researched. I've been down so many rabbit holes of cruising. And that's just something I just never found. So I didn't know that there is sometimes that you can, and I just give it a look.
You,
The
Larry,
key
you
thing.
need to go to the deck plans of your particular ship. You have a
Yeah.
look at where the tenders are hanging, and you need a really, really good travel agent who knows these ships inside and out, because ours did. We go to a special cruise travel agent, Clean Cruising, and she actually picked that cabin for us, knowing that there was a gap between the two tenders.
I have a travel agent that he's just doing what I say. Basically, he's not really doing much of.
And that's one of the reasons.
I don't want to say that bad about him, but it's just he's not doing what you're saying. He's not.
And that's
You
one
need
of
to
the
push a bit.
reasons. That's one of the reasons why I have so enjoyed dealing with Cindy this time around, because Cindy has been taking care of us for our group cruise, and I tell you what, it's been a pleasure dealing with her because she knows that ship, she knows her job, and she's just been absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
I agree with that because I've already booked a cruise with Cindy already, and
So you're not such a virgin anymore, right?
no,
You might
no.
be the virgin actually getting onto the ship, but not actually actually getting
Actually,
on.
by that point, no, I won't be a virgin. By
Oh,
the
there
time I
won't be
get on
when he
your
comes
ship.
onto the group
That's
cruises.
correct.
Cherry will have been well and truly popped by then.
Yeah. Ooh.
This will
Yeah.
be.
Let me go on into the chat again. Doug and Nikki are saying to Jonathan Short,
Yeah.
obstructed view is sometimes a great deal.
Correct. Indeed.
Um,
Allows
Papa
you, allows
Mozo.
you to do. Sorry, it allows you to sometimes do more cruising, and that's how people do get more bookings.
Yep, because you do get that daylight. Papa Mozo saying, I had booked a celebrity at one point to New Caledonia, etc., out of Sydney. You would have enjoyed that. That would have been an awesome trip.
Probably a
Absolutely
similar,
awesome.
Probably a similar one
Yep.
cruise to the one that we did out of Sydney.
Doug and Nikki, we had an obstructed view where there was like a pole in front of us, but it was close to nothing,
Yeah.
which is similar. And look,
Really
that
lucky.
you can look around that pole, so it's no big deal. Jonathan Short, sometimes the obstructed view is just a walkway. It's the price of an interior, and you can see the ocean all day long. John,
I think we just like the idea of just knowing when it's morning and when it's nighttime, and and just not feeling. It's just a very personal thing with
See,
slightly
we have blackout
claustrophobic
curtains
too.
on our windows, so we don't see nothing till we
Oh,
get out
okay.
of our bedroom.
yep.
Oh.
John and Nancy from JNN, how's it going, Sherry? How was your Thanksgiving to us, the Downunder Cruisers? Well, we didn't celebrate. We had Friday night dinner with the parents last night and the family. That was our Thanksgiving.
And it was, 'cause
And
it
it
was
was.
the first time in months.
In months,
since
yep.
the family's been able to get together.
Larry, are you overheating?
Yeah,
Are you
it's
right
hot
there,
in here.
Larry?
The
All right.
door's closed 'cause Amanda's sleeping.
You were
All right,
doing your snorkel out.
you can come back up and get a breath of fresh air before we throw you back
Before
down
you
again.
No, I'm fine. It's okay.
Sherry is saying to John, we had a wonderful Thanksgiving. How was yours? Jonathan Short, the Carnival Dream right on the front of the boat, 7203 on the 7th floor, was an amazing view of the ocean, and it's classified as interior with obstructed view. Cheaper than Ocean View and better in my opinion.
Fantastic.
Cindy saying, "Oh, thanks, guys." No, it's the truth, Cindy. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you and getting to experience your knowledge.
Now, what vlog? We were watching a vlog about 2 days ago, and that ship that had the secret. Well, it's not so secret. The door out to that.
That
Was it a princess?
that was
it a Coral
Simon.
Princess.
Yeah, it was the Coral Princess.
Yeah.
Horizon has secret decks from what I heard too.
If you know your decks really well, you can get an interior cabin very close to an exterior door that has almost like its own private walkway with deck chairs out there.
Yeah.
You just have to know your ships.
Papa is saying, I'm going to be in the cabin much more than most people. I love the ability to make pics and videos from your balcony. And yeah, you can get some awesome stuff
Yeah.
there. Sherry saying hi to the Spikers. Spikers saying hi to Sherry. Jonathan to Larry. If you look at my pictures on Shipmate, you can see my cabin photos there of the Dream and see exactly what I'm talking about. So, Larry, you might want to go and look at room 7203 on Jonathan's Shipmate.
That's on the Dream.
It's on the Dream.
Oh, Papa Mozo's sent your parents a message on Facebook.
Ah, awesome. They will respond. They'll first look at me and go, "Who is this Papa Mozo?" And then they'll say, and then they'll see my name next to you, and then I'll go, "Oh, if Sean knows him, then they're all right."
No, they'll say if I know him.
Yeah, sorry, yes. If Ilana knows them, yeah, that's right. John and Nancy were saying to Sherry that it was nice and also quiet. Jonathan, yes, the seventh floor on the Dream is that way.
The door to the walkway right under the bridge. Mm.
Yep. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So yes, so we're looking like having a fantastic cruise.
Yes.
We've got the best person to take care of us in the name of Cindy.
Yes, and we've got some wonderful people.
Not to insult anybody else who's a TA in our group chat.
No.
We just
can only speak from the
we can
experience
yeah, that's right.
that we've had.
That's correct. So yes, so we're so looking forward to our group cruise. You will not believe, just how excited it is for us because number one, we will be allowed to actually leave Australia. Hopefully.
Oh God, we hope so
we
by
hope so.
2022 in October.
And we will come to a new continent and a new country that we've never been to. And it'll be time to catch up with family members that I have not seen in over 40 years.
And hopefully have the opportunity to meet many more people.
So what we're looking at doing is heading into New York.
New York.
From Melbourne to New York. And then spending a couple of days there. Hopefully we'll catch up with my cousins from Boston who will come down. And then what we'll do is go to Washington. You can come and check us out at Washington if you like, Larry.
I actually wouldn't mind that.
So we're going to spend a couple of days in Washington. At this point, we do not have finalised dates, but
Roughly?
2 or 3 days.
It all depends on when the aircraft is actually flying from Australia out. So
Amazingly, from where I live out here on the West Coast, any flight down in that area, like, okay, from Vancouver, YVR,
Yep.
to New York City, it's $300 and something. That's a normal price to fly from Vancouver. So for us, that's a great price when you hear going to Australia for,
Yep.
$9, right? So
Yep.
$300 is nothing. Like to go to Miami, we're gonna cruise out of. It was just at 275 return, which is a really good deal. Like down there, I'm sure they're getting like return trips for $50. But hey, for us, it's a really good deal considering we just got an ultra low cost carrier in Canada called Swoop, and before this, to go from Vancouver to Toronto, it was minimum between say $450 to $600 and something. Now it's $179.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Return.
Wow.
That's cheap.
Sorry, my apologies. 273 returns, right? That's what it was. 139.
So we're looking at Washington, the capital
We're
city.
DC, Papamosa.
Yeah.
I'm
And then
close to Washington Papamosa, but they're talking about Washington D.C. and I would love to go to Washington D.C. That's one of my bucket list places to go to.
But
so
actually, like Washington State, isn't the Boeing factory in Seattle?
Oh,
Yeah.
go there.
No, because I was going to ask, I wonder, do they do tours? I wonder if you can visit.
Yes, we do tours. I've already looked into that.
Have you? I was thinking of that today.
Go down there.
Oh, I'd love to go. I love aeroplanes too.
Sorry.
I love planes too.
hey, children, let me step in a minute. So
I'm going.
we're going to be spending some time in Washington, the capital. And then from then on, we head down to Florida, where we'll pick up some of our other family members, and then hopefully spend a bit of time with the Spikers and whichever other cruise channels are down that way. Hopefully, we might even get in touch with the Degenerates and so on and so forth, as well as Us and More. I better say them, Us and More, and whomever else is there, because I've got cousins living down in Fort Myers anyway. So we're going to be spending a bit of time with folks, and then we'll head on our cruise out of Miami.
And Jack and Nikki are saying, "Oh, we have to get together in New York."
Yes, that would be awesome.
That would be fabulous.
Right?
DC is an incredible town. We can't wait.
We can't. So Doug made a comment there. We haven't been haven't you been to Washington yet? Doug, to be honest, we haven't been to your fair country as yet. So we're so looking forward to. I haven't been.
My feet have been there.
Oh,
I have been.
Jonathan, I was looking at his
Technically.
photos that he said for shipmate. I had already was looking at shipmate, but I didn't see the window. But now it's finally coming up. I can see the window now.
Okay. So Jonathan is saying Plum Travelers just sent the window photo on Facebook to you. Tagged you thought might.
Tagged you. Thought that might be easy.
Thank you.
Spit it out.
I'd already checked it out,
What'd you
Jonathan.
take?
I just never mentioned that.
So Papa Mozo saying Washington State is gorgeous. Yeah. Unfortunately, folks, we can only go as far as the money will let us. So yes.
I thought your last name was known as, remember?
From your mouth to God's ears.
We need as many. Yeah, we need as many recommendations of places to go, please.
Doug,
We've
we
never
would
been
appreciate
there,
those.
So give us
Yep.
some ideas.
Yep, absolutely.
Recommendation: keep Sean locked up. No.
You know, I don't have my collar and chain on yet. And Najuma would love to meet up with you guys in New York, and yes, we would absolutely love to meet up.
The more the merrier, honestly.
Yep. You know what would be awesome? Let's have a cruise meetup of all the people who are in New York. Have a meetup in New York, and we could have a really big night of it. That would be absolutely brilliant.
Have a dinner. Have a dinner somewhere or lunch somewhere.
So yes, we are. Doug is asking Najuma, are you coming to New York? And hopefully Najuma would. Papa Mozo, I would love to take you to some old haunts sites in DC.
Yes.
Well,
please.
come on down, Papa. We're going to be there. Meet us in Washington. Doug and Nikki are in New York.
Juma's New York.
Wow.
Yep. So that's going to be awesome.
Najuma lived in New York too.
Well, yes, Najuma lives near to New York, I believe.
Doug, we're talking to Doug. Look, we don't probably staying in New York City proper.
Yep.
Don't know if we'll do Airbnb possibly or a hotel. We don't.
Whatever our TA Cindy Spiker suggests for us.
We don't know yet.
Yep.
Oh, now you got me thinking now.
Doug and Nikki are New Yorkers also. Yep. Papa Mozo says, stay in Alexandria. I don't know what VA is. Yep. It's a bit cheaper. Sorry, Papa. Being an Australian, we don't understand what your state symbols mean. So I'm assuming VA is Virginia. Is that right?
Virginia, yes.
A Kanak would know.
I don't know them all. Sorry.
I'm still interested to know because I actually did Wikipedia to find out where the word Kanak came from.
I don't know.
I thought the Kanaks referred to the New Caledonians. I thought that was there.
I actually don't know any of the humor about Canadians. I don't really know.
Jonathan.
I heard a Canuck. It's just okay. They call us Canucks. There we go.
Jonathan Shaw, good job. So thank you for that. Papa Mozo, Doug and Nikki, Najuma. I have family on Long Island. Najuma, I'm on.
She's in Long Island.
I'm on Long Island. It's an hour train ride for me. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Papa Mozo. I was correct, Virginia. Awesome.
Now, is that in relation? Sorry, excuse. I'm terribly ignorant on the geography of the states.
I am too a lot.
Sorry.
I don't know all the states
I
as well.
can't sort of picture where places are. So, Papa Mozo, when you're talking about Virginia, is that in relation to Washington DC or
No,
New York?
no, he's talking about New York.
Okay, I'm not.
I actually thought he was meaning it's closer to Washington.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm
I'm
not
not great
sure.
with that
Really.
part of the country. I only know Boston. I've only been to Boston on the East Coast and basically the West Coast.
Yeah, I've heard Long Island's very cool, actually.
Yes. Long Island iced tea.
Yeah, yeah, very
So,
cool.
Instead of bringing it that way.
so Doug and Nikki have just come to the conclusion that they are almost neighbours of Najuma Brown because they're on Long Island as well. Papa Mozo, where are they? Jonathan Short, did I say hi to Najuma Brown? I think I did, but if not, hey. So Najuma, you're going to have to say hey back. Doug and Nikki, the down to us. All the cool people live on Long Island. Well, yes, you guys are cool. I will agree with that. Papa Mozo to Najuma. I have family in Port Washington, Manor Haven, and Manasset and Glen Cove. Doug and Nikki, Arlington, Virginia is right outside of Washington, D.C.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness me, I'm feeling rather embarrassed about my lack of knowledge of the states that DC is actually in Virginia. Oh my
Yep.
goodness me!
District
I
Columbia, yep.
apologise profusely.
Najuma, yes, you
That's
did
beautiful.
to Jonathan Short. Jonathan Short to Doug and Nikki. I live in SC, wherever that is.
South Carolina.
Oh, thank you. And I'm cool, so not all the cool people live there. Well, it's a matter of opinion, Jonathan. No. Okay. Doug and Nikki to Jonathan. He's laughing out loud. And like I say, it's a matter of opinion.
I have a question for Jonathan.
Yeah.
He's a chef. I wanted to ask which has better food, North or South?
The
North
Carolinas.
Carolina or South Carolina? I wanted to ask him. You know,
So
he's in the South, so he's going to say it's South Carolina. He's not good.
Doug and Nikki are saying don't feel bad. We'd all fail our Australian geography badly.
Okay,
You
thank
guys are
you.
doing fine. So thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Well, I do feel bad still, but
Doug and Nikki would feel that? I thought they would know that. They haven't been to Australia?
No.
I don't think they have. Have you? No, I think that was a bucket list. Of these,
Yeah,
I
that
think,
was a bucket list.
if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think they've actually made it across the pond yet.
They've been to a couple places.
They've been everywhere,
Well,
man. They've been
to
everywhere
amazing,
they've been to.
Very interesting places.
Yeah.
There
And
is.
flying very luxuriously too.
Yeah.
I might add.
Yes, I saw that.
There is an Australian version of that, and you should hear the guy sing it. And
And what's that?
I've been everywhere.
But isn't that
I like that song.
an Aussie song? Or
It
has
is.
Been,
I thought it was an Aussie song.
unless it's been inserted with Aussie
Yeah,
places
we studied
for us.
geography. Geography and social studies was my favorite subject in school. But I don't know everything.
So Doug and Nikki are saying Nikki would do so much better than I. They actually study geography in Canada. Najuma, I've never been to South Carolina, but the food is great in North Carolina. What's the traditional foods? What makes each state cook anything better or different?
I'm just surprised that there'd be probably such a big difference between a state.
Oh, so it
From one state to
to
another.
the novice. Okay, I understand.
Converted to the novice, okay.
Different spices, different things that they add into it, sides and stuff. I guess.
So I'm way below a novice.
So like I don't know, kangaroo tail kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like which one has the better kangaroo tail?
Okay, I'll be with
Sean's
that.
prepared to eat it. Sean eats anything.
I eat anything. If it's got,
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I'll eat
Yeah, yeah.
anything.
Oh gosh, no.
Anything that's put before him, I should say.
Yeah. Jonathan is saying, I'm originally from Alabama. I have not really eaten in North Carolina except at Ronnie and Elmer's house. Love food, so I really can't answer that, Larry.
Oh, there you go.
Najuma is saying it's the way it's cooked.
Okay, what different techniques, okay.
Doug and Nikki are saying, here is a good one. I'm going to send you an amazing shawarma restaurant
Yes,
in Washington,
please.
D.C.
We love our...
Mate,
Shawarma.
Mate.
We'll be into shawarma.
you had me at shawarma.
Yes.
Do
We get good shawarmas here, by the way.
You can get shawarmas here.
I have to say, if you don't know, Melbourne is the food capital of Australia. We're
Yeah, it
very
is.
multicultural.
Sydney
and,
would like to say they are, but we are.
And no, we're the fashion
So when I
capital
come to
and the
visit
food
you,
capital.
I have a recipe. I was actually going to run a food truck.
Yes.
Ah.
My own recipes and everything for it and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have a donair, which is kind of like a shawarma, but I have my own recipe and I want to make it for you, and it's totally different than what you're thinking.
Okay.
Larry,
We'll be up for that.
Larry, we'd be up for that. We would appreciate it.
We're actually we're going out to dinner tonight to a restaurant. We're going to a
Hungarian.
Hungarian restaurant. The
Hungarian,
schnitzels.
Yep.
Schnitzels are apparently the size of a plate.
Yeah.
Papa Mozo saying barbecue is a particular source of regional pride.
I'd say it's a bit like
Yes.
that here too, isn't
Yeah.
it? Everyone
You know,
boasts about their barbecues.
It's interesting you say that, because in Australia, particularly in Melbourne, you can actually eat your way around the world. Because and you can do that down our street, right? Because
Yes.
where we are here, we've got a Chinese food place, followed by a Korean food place, followed by an Italian food
You were
place.
talking about the barbecue part.
Just our street alone.
Just our street.
We're on a main road,
Oh,
and then we've got about 5 Chinese restaurants. We've got 2 Malaysian restaurants. We've got the Italian restaurant. We've got
An Israeli restaurant.
We've got an Israeli Middle Eastern little cafe which has the
That's
best
what I miss
food.
about
We
living in a big
have
city, all this different
Indian-
variety of different foods and flavors and tastes. And here, however, we're limited to, maybe a dozen restaurants that
Yep.
you really like. You can go out to eat and stuff. I don't do the fine dining stuff. That's like,
no.
because we live in such a small town.
Yep.
The really fancy restaurants, they're quite expensive to eat at, actually.
And then
So
we've got little Athens, Oakley, a couple
Yeah.
of just a few kilometres up the road.
mini Athens. There's mini Italy. Papa Mozo saying to Doug, there's a great shawarma joint a couple of burbs down. Doug and Nikki, barbecue is a loaded thing because it is so different state to state. It is so different. Yep. So that's interesting. Jonathan is saying, I love trying new foods. I'll try anything at least once.
Yep.
So Jonathan,
Well,
have you
we're
tried kangaroo? Now I know when I say that,
Well, it depends where they can get it there.
yeah. I know that when I say that, Heather cracks it. Oh, how can you eat? But
Our national symbol.
well, the Aborigines would eat things like witchetty grubs and
How can
kangaroo.
you eat
Sure.
deer? How can you eat elk?
Well, that's
Yeah, well,
it.
that's right.
Cute little
Exactly.
lamb. I mean, seriously. Well,
How can you
Exactly.
eat moose?
exactly.
Sherry
Yes,
is
Jonathan's
saying
a
our
chef.
barbecue in Missouri is amazing. Doug and Nikki are saying to Jonathan, you are braver than I. And Papa Mozo saying Jonathan is a chef. So, yep.
He'd be certainly open
Jonathan,
to.
just to let you know, I am actually a line cook. I don't know if you guys know the difference.
No, what's the difference?
A chef would be basically a certified journeyman cook.
Yep.
That's what a chef is. But usually the chefs run the kitchens. There's the managers and stuff like that.
Yep.
But a line cook, what I've learned, my cooking is taking anything that they have at like at a restaurant, like a chain restaurant, if I can say it that way. I work
Yep.
in all of them. And then you're basically cooking up food that's made to order quickly. Whereas a cook, like a chef, they start from scratch. They build everything from scratch and stuff, but they also have kitchen helpers. There's so many things to take there.
Oh, that's awesome. Let me go on. Papa Mozo, roux is good. It is. It's awesome. It's very rich meat. Yep.
Kangaroo
Doug and Nikki
jerky.
are saying they've had kangaroo jerky somewhere. Don't remember where. Jonathan, not yet. Have had escargot, caviar, and bison fillets. I'd like to try bison. I've had the escargot, and that would be awesome. That has been awesome. We had that on the
We had
Princess.
Yep, on French night.
Yep.
I can eat escargot with cheese
I'd,
and
It was
I'd,
garlic.
I'd like to try bison.
Bison. Oh.
Yeah.
bison.
I think
Say that again.
I tried bison burgers.
Yep.
They're pretty good.
Doug and
With
Nikki
some-
are
Sorry.
saying they've tried bison a couple of times and haven't really loved it.
it's probably quite a very,
It's
very,
probably
very,
gamey.
very gamey. Yeah,
Yep.
because venison's quite gamey too.
Jonathan to Doug and Nikki, when you go through culinary school, they will tell you have to try everything or you fail the class. You learn to try it so you don't lose the thousands you put in. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Well, I think as a chef, when you cook things and you need to recommend things to your patrons, you need to be able to at least know what it tastes like, surely.
Absolutely.
Well, me being a cook, I don't love everything. The worst
No, you
food
don't have to
can
love
put in
everything.
me is cream-style corn. So, but to really say something, for many, many years since I was born, I didn't like coleslaw. But I had to make it in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I
Yep.
had to make it taste properly. And ironically, I think it was Papa Moser was asking me, or somebody was just asking me, what's the most raved about dish that you cook? And it wasn't a cooked dish; it was my coleslaw because they loved it.
Yeah.
What I would do is I would just taste it just to get the taste and throw it back out because I couldn't eat it.
No, but you don't have to love everything that you cook, but you certainly would have to taste it.
But most of it, and like Jonathan said, he says he'll try anything on. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Unless it's moving.
Oh, you don't need it moving?
No, I'm
Um,
not going to live.
Well, there are dishes. That
yeah,
can
there
be
are
live,
dishes. Yeah, that's right.
especially in, I think, well, in Asia and Japan, I think there's a jelly. Is it a jellyfish? Or anyway, that you eat live. It's horrendous to me. But anyway. Could be an octopus or a squid. They're horrendous.
Spikers are saying that they love. Cindy loves escargot. Papa Mozo is saying, I've been loading my Facebook page with many recipes, especially Italian.
Yes.
Yep. Sherry is saying bison is good but a little dry.
I thought it
Jonathan is saying to Doug and Nikki, you have to have it cooked properly. There is a restaurant called Ted's Montana Grill. There are a ton of them in the Atlanta area. If two there, try the fillet. It's close to $40 for an $40 for an 8 ounce. Wow.
Well, it's like kangaroo. You
Yeah.
have to cook it very, very rare.
Yes.
Otherwise, the minute you overcook,
It's too dry.
It's dry.
I was actually going to ask you how to cook it because we do have it's called a chopping block, butcher.
Yep.
And they have many different meats from other places, frozen, unfortunately. But I was going to ask you guys, how, if I were to get it and they do have it, how do you cook it?
Very quickly.
Roughly about a minute and a half on each side.
On the barbecue, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Best is on
Barbecue.
is on the barbie.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Sherry is saying her hubby is a deer hunter, so we eat a lot of venison. Oh, that's awesome. Doug and Nikki to Jonathan. It's not bad, but my brother-in-law in Canada loves it. Bison burgers, bison this, bison that. I'm like, just give me a great hamburger and I'm good. Yeah, I like that idea. Sherry is saying bison burgers are not gamey at all. It tastes like a really good lean beef.
Okay.
Yep.
I agree with Sherry. And because the times that I tried it, yes, it's just like a burger, but very, very, very lean.
Okay.
Papa's saying to Jonathan, I'm too picky to pay $100 for a fillet improperly cooked, and I'm too courteous to hurt people's feelings. John and Nancy from JNN had bison once. It was delicious. And Jonathan, the ground meat isn't much different than beef. The whole steaks are where it is at, though. Papa Mozo, Cindy, escargot is yummy. And the Spike is saying to Papa Mozo, yes, and I'm loving the recipes you're sharing on Facebook.
Yes, me too.
Same here, Papa Mozo. I've been checking yours out too. I'm always looking for new recipes and stuff. I eat with my eyes.
I actually use my mouth.
You're reading the wrong way, Larry. No.
Yeah, that's right. So Sherry is saying, yes, I tried escargot on the oasis of the seas and loved it. Papa Mozo is saying venison and gravy over potato mash. Yum. Hey, anything over
That sounds good.
any meat, yum.
Well, you're a big red meat.
Yeah.
Red meat eater. I'm not a red meat eater.
I openly admit it. Well, guys, we've been running for 2
Wow.
hours.
Really?
That's gone quickly.
Whoever thunk? Just pick the right topic and
Goodness.
you get there, right?
Food always gets
Yep, food.
people going, doesn't it?
I just put on 12 kilos just by talking about the topic. Papa Mozo saying, thanks, Larry. Spark is crazy. Crazy adventures. Yes, Sherry, awesome. So good.
Mm.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm saying yeah, our 2 hours is done.
I know. So was I. But you know what? I've got certain things I need to do. Like,
Our afternoon
I
is
actually need to go cook dinner.
just
yeah, that's right.
Well,
Just woke up.
well, folks.
thank you for joining us.
Last thing. Papa Mozo is saying to Cindy, I always think of you when I post it. So I know Cindy would reply, "Thank you very much, Papa.
Oh, she's
Thank
right
you for
there,
caring."
so there she is.
We'd like to say thank you to our special voice from afar. I will put some time and effort and energy into getting that voice in a
dear.
picture. We appreciate your company, folks.
Thank you, Papa Mozo.
Hope you all enjoyed our couple of hours, and
And that you've had a lovely Thanksgiving.
and that you've had an awesome
and
Thanksgiving.
found many blessings and things to be grateful for.
Absolutely. So, folks, as we put out as we sign out and off, we'd like to thank you for coming on board, and we'd also like to wish you the most awesomest new year to come. Happy cruising when it happens, Larry. Happy breaking of the virginity.
Someone rescue Larry, yes.
Yep. And Larry, get into the kitchen. I'm going to sign you off right now. So get
Bye,
into
Larry.
the kitchen.
Thanks for joining
Thanks
us.
for joining.
We can see you, but no one else can. Bye to you, Larry.
Big hug to everyone.
Good night, Larry. And good night. Thank you, us and more, for your hour. We appreciate that. And we'll say good night.
So it's good night from her.
And it's good night from him. It's good night from us.
And
We'll see you, hopefully, if night owls, see you Wednesday, very early Wednesday morning for you.
yeah, for those of you
For
that are
hump
on
day.
on your side of the
4
pond.
a.m.
So
I
for
believe,
our
Wednesday
hump day.
morning.
Yep.
Yep.
So take care.
Good on you.
Have a safe, happy week, and
Yes,
God bless. Take care.
See you.
See you around the
Bye,
track.